Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Foggy has his faith in his own hands. He can reach the playoffs right here. A round of 8 for the Ukrainian would be wonderful, given the fact that he has a little bit of a higher ping. For everybody tuning in late, again, the situation for this very match. If Foggy wins, he's in the playoffs, no doubt about that. If he grabs a map, he's in the playoffs, no doubt about that. If he wins this game 2-0, he's also winning the group. If he wins one map, he's likely to win the group, but there's a chance for 15 Sway to surpass him. If LawLiet wins, he is maybe in the playoffs, except if there's a draw between 1-0 and 15 Sway, then we would have a 3-way tie. We, of course, will clarify the situation once we got more map results here. We have the predictions in, we got the heroes, we got the maps. It is Amazonia and Tidehunters. LawLiet said he doesn't really like to play the new maps and would love to play Demon Hunter Bears, and this is exactly what we said. This is exactly what we predicted in the pre-match talk. It is Foggy going for the Bottom Hunts. It is LawLiet playing the reliable Demon Hunter. And you're right, man. The last win of Foggy against LawLiet was December 2020 in the Rust Brain Cup finals. That's some time ago, but don't underestimate him. On this patch, he's 14-9. LawLiet is 8-3. Both are exceptional in this Night of Mirror matchup.
It's always fun to see, right? The two differing strategies. As you said, LawLiet going to be going for the Demon Hunter and Bears, and Foggy with the Bottom Hunts. Foggy seemingly inspired by Moon, as so often. The legend from South Korea, the 5th race Moon, also did that against Alice in his first game of the group stage, where the Bottom Hunts did work out twice. And on Amazonia, it's certainly possible, it's certainly doable. On Tidehunters, I've never seen it, but that's going to be a story for later.
Demon Hunter opens up with a clause of attack. LawLiet wins the fight against the RNGesus, at least on drop number 1. Bottom also creeping here, not disrupting anything. Circlet for him, really, really nice. That is level 2, no lightning shield deny. Always feels good to the start of the series to not mess this up.
Did you see that, dude? That was pretty close.
Yep,
That was really close to
that was
lightning shield
really
deny.
well calculated.
True. Very well calculated indeed. Demon Hunter creeps up a bit more in the middle, gets a mantle, good for the second hero. Got an Agi tome as well, by the way. And there's an item still on the ground. Oh, Foggy, if he sees it, he might be able to snag this item. As the Demon Hunter is running across the map looking for a Moonwell canceling, he's gonna get it.
Wow.
Cancels the Moonwell. Oh! And makes it into the main. I thought this was a wall off, but it's not. But he's kind of hurt already. Can't fight against the tree too easily, but certainly can be annoying against these wisps.
Foggy is doing the same here. Oh, maybe that was a low damage roll here. Archer barely survives, drains a little bit of moon juice. But this moon will cancel already. It's turning nighttime, by the way, so Shadow Meld is a thing now, saving these archers. This moon will cancel, delays the first Hunter's push, I guess, as he takes a little more time to get up to 40. Demon Hunter is the one moving back now. Bottom creates more trouble, but item not picked up. That's going to the Demon Hunter. It's Gauntlet, so a little bit more HP for the carry of the Korean.
No archers going down here, of course. Also, all wisps saved, but the aggressive move by Foggy did drain quite a bit of moon juice. Of course, it just turned nighttime, so there's going to be plenty of moon juice. Oh, and LawLiet with the first mistake of the game, chasing too far with a low HP archer, not healing it up well enough, and Foggy gets one archer kill for free. That is not supposed to happen. Slight mistake by the Korean, and these archer numbers are going to be important. You're going to need them to hold on against the Hunter's push.
Yeah, we saw LawLiet's head tilting there a little, knowing that this is not really necessary. Also, Wisp gone. Didn't save it all. So 2 kills for Foggy, level 2.4 already. Mana is low, so not too easy to heal the bottom up, especially with the Moonwell a little later. Couldn't regen too much. But okay. LawLiet, he's expecting this push. The push is coming. We've seen some players moving away from this all-in situation, trying to expand on tier 2 and move into Dryads. Wonder if that's Foggy's play, or if he puts all eggs in this one famous basket.
Was quite a bit more risky. Foggy also using the Shadow Meld like Moon did. This is looking very, very similar to Moon's game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think I know which replays Foggy studied. He's hoping for the archers to go out. He's hoping to come in with the ambush and get some kills. But now using the reveal against the archers Is he gonna dive behind the Moonwell wall? He might. If 2 archers go down here, this would be a disaster.
Oh man, this dust. Really impactful. This is more Moonwell juice. Oh my god, this is 1 archer. It's the next archer. It's an absolute disaster for LawLiet. He can easily TP out. Foggy won't lose too much here. He could even block the exit if he wants to. Making a little mistake right there. Archer dies against the Tree of Life, but damage is done. And it's way more important for LawLiet to keep the units alive than it is for Foggy, who's also killing the Ancient of War. Foggy tearing LawLiet apart.
And that's the thing, playing Demon Hunter archers against huntresses. If you just slip once, it's so easy to lose so much. These archers, of course, extremely fragile.
God.
One safe to the Moonwell, but the other one dies. Oh my goodness. 4 archers going down and the Ancient of War. That's normally game losing.
The Tier 1 tournament curse for LawLiet. How is it possible? Prior to the DreamHack finals, he was number 2 in the ELO ranks, close to happy at that point, above everybody else. This time, 3rd place in the ELO ranks, also in tremendous shape, but too much pressure when it counts.
And the archer here in trouble. That one will save itself at the Moonwell's healing up again. He's going to turn daytime in a moment, Neo, and we don't have much juice left over here.
No, AP's coming, lots of Wisp, lots of Hunts, level 3. Damage intensifies. He can save the Huntress for a little bit as there's no dust for LawLiet. Oh my god.
It's going to be cancelled there as well. And this Demon Hunter isn't even level 3 yet. He's trying his best. Good micro buy. Foggy pulling back the hurt Huntresses. Shredder coming in. That's a lot more damage. Needs to cancel these APs.
Yeah, Hunts are falling slowly but steady, but I guess Foggy can just retreat for now. Demon Hunter is very, very low. Only 1 level of evasion for now. And Foggy seems to be calculating this nicely. Moonwell is about to come up. Tinker, very, very hurt. Shredder also down to 40%. That is probably the lifeline of LawLiet with its 30 supply only.
Also quite a bit of experience for the Potom, although she's far away from level 4. The Shredder is gonna go down.
Oh no.
Gets 1 more cancel there, but 1 AP finishes, and I'm pretty sure a 2nd AP is gonna finish here in a moment. And LawLiet losing this map is gonna eliminate him from this tournament. It seems like for map 1 here, this isn't even gonna take long.
The idea of a 3-way tie was quite nice, but no way in hell that LawLiet can turn this around. Foggy continues to raid the base. Demon Hunter about to drop. More Moonwells about to drop, so less regen. And Foggy, he is saving so many hunts. This Tinker is 1.1. Crazy good.
LawLiet, of course, going to try everything.
Sapper.
This is his... Oh, okay. Takes out the Sapper. That was nicely done. But Foggy doesn't really need the Sapper so badly to keep up the siege. He's still pushing forward. The Demon Hunter is half dead. There's a Zeppelin now. A glaive for LawLiet. Okay. Can that change something?
No way, man. The Demon Hunter, last potion probably, but the heroes are about to drop. We need Moon level Zeppelin micro times 5 for this hold. 27 supply. He knows his tournament life is on the line, but it's gonna result in another disappointment for the likable Korean Night Elf.
Day for LawLiet. He came into this with some hope still left. He had his fate in his own hands, but here his journey is going to end. Of course, great news for Foggy. This map win puts him in the playoffs once again, where he has been so often in WGL already, with the good old Potom Hunts push.
And this was LawLiet's map, right? Like, he feels not too great about Autumn Leaves and Tide Hunters in this matchup especially. And if that, yeah, Tinker goes down, level 4 Potom. And if that was his map, his favorite map, then I don't want to know what's happening on Tide Hunters, man.
Yeah, morale now for LawLiet is very low. I wouldn't even blame him if he goes Naga first or something on map 2.
Yeah, he's a trolley dude, he knows. The result of map 2 won't influence anything. Plays his little heart out here, but it's GG, and Foggy with the fist up in the air, celebrating. He knows this was everything that was necessary, and he did what he had to do. After the disappointment last time when WFZ eliminated from the round of 16, he's back where he belongs. WGL round of 8.
The last 3 encounters before this went to LawLiet, but dude, every time Foggy is under pressure here and has to perform in WGL. He always does it. Nerves of steel, amazing to see. He basically never falters in this tournament, and again, he's gonna deliver. Makes it into the playoffs, and now, if he gets the 2-0, he's also gonna be guaranteed first place and have the high seed moving into the round of 8.
True. Winning the group of death over LawLiet, 15 Sway, and 1-2-0. What a statement, man. What a performance by Foggy once again. He knows the odds are stacked against him. Many players refuse to play this tournament because it's on NetEase, but not Foggy. He's playing it all. He's playing at any time, under any conditions. This tournament is so dear to his heart. And it just shows, man. The hyperbolic time chamber. It worked once again.
And this game basically won by Shadow Meld again. Podem and Hunts were standing there in Invis. He saw the Demon Hunter running away and exposing his main base, exposing the archers, and Foggy pounces on it right away, punishes it, and you just can't lose 4 archers in the early game.
No.
Against the Podem Hunts. That's just unwinnable.
This was absolutely not LawLiet's tournament from start to finish. The match against 1-2-0 was pretty good. But that's about it. Against 15 Sway, he was overwhelmed like from the get-go when this one expansion didn't work. Everything fell apart in the series. And here against Foggy also, like this game was over after 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, didn't last long at all, which, yeah, it's a shame. LawLiet is one of the best players in the world. He can play absolutely outstanding. He should be a title threat most of the time. But sometimes it just isn't supposed to be. And unfortunately for him, it always seems to be at WGL where he can't quite bring his very best. Whether it's the nerves, or just a bit of bad luck, or whatever it is. Unfortunately here, the journey ends for LawLiet. And the question for us now in Group D is going to be who's going to follow him, 15 Sway or 1-2-0. 1-2-0, of course, on paper, seems like the bigger name, the bigger favorite. But 15 Sway with a better position moving into that decider game. A draw for him would be good enough to make it into the playoffs with second place.
Sick, right? 15 Sway needs a map, and if he plays Night Elf there, 1-2-0 is definitely beatable with Night Elf, so looking forward to that. Oh my. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what happens in the following map, so I could certainly see some troll moves coming by either of the players. It's Tide Hunters next, but I mean, this is about absolutely, literally nothing between these players, and also for the result of the group.
Yeah. I mean, for LawLiet, it's about nothing, right? For Foggy, he needs a win here to be guaranteed first place. No, wait a minute. He has 7 points. Yeah, he had 7 points with the win. If he gets a draw only, he's going to have 5 points, and he could be overtaken by 15 Sway. And by the way, if this is a draw and 1-2-0 wins, it's going to be a tie for first and second place. In which case, we might need a tiebreaker for that as well.
Oh, yes. Okay, so if Foggy wants to secure the group stage win, then he should be giving it his all here and get that victory as well. Yeah, that would be good. You don't want to go into a best of 1 against 1-2-0, I guess. Especially when he was practicing nothing but Night Elf here. But yeah, oh my. The body language of LawLiet tells you everything.
Yes. Oh, it's heartbreaking to see.
Yeah.
Oh. Tough tournament for him. He's gonna go for a keeper first this time against the Podem first. A hero that can work out as a counter if you manage to find a lot of entangle kills against the Huntresses. But if the opponent is on top of his game, he should be bringing Wisps against the entangles. The keeper, for that reason, not always 100% reliable. This is what we saw attempted by Alice against Moon in their second map on Concealed Hill, which didn't quite work out. Poor LawLiet. But, you know, that's unfortunately the way it is. This is a tournament. This is not just a friendly afternoon picnic. Some people have to lose, some people have to be eliminated, and we're looking for the champion.
Yeah, it just continues the trend. Was eliminated in DreamHack Summer very early on as well. That's why he had to go through the close qualifier. The only good result he had was Smile Cup recently. Like as I said, regional finals, big disappointment. Next spring, also only the quarterfinals. The ceiling is way higher usually, but something prevents him from reaching the S tier of Warcraft. Even, like, I think starting into this tournament, he thought, hey, Infi is not playing. My chances should be really good, because that was his nemesis for such a long time. Same goes for Foggy, actually.
Yep.
But nope, his nemesis this time was 15 Sway. Always the humans.
Yeah. That 2-0 loss, ruining his dreams. Foggy, on the other hand, was able to 2-0 15 Sway, and that put him here in this great position. He's going to leave the group stage being unbeaten, at least as far as series goes. He might, of course, lose this map. And he has top 1 against 1-0 before. Level 2 for the Keeper right away. Not the greatest items for LawLiet.
When it rains it pours, huh? When bad comes to worse. You lose map 1 that decisively. Lost your tournament life, and then you find ring and slippers. Like, what's up with LawLiet's karma sometimes? He must be a bad boy in real life or something.
Well, you're gonna work on that for the next big tournament for DreamHack, where we're expecting much more for him. Foggy here with a pretty early expansion. Tree of Life coming up. I think he's perhaps not even teching then.
Alright. A little bit more creeping. Bottom harasses, super annoying. At least the mantle now for him. And the early game a little bit better than it was on game 1. And yeah, Foggy needs to push at some point with this strat. But let's see if we can get this expo.
We haven't seen any hunters yet.
Yep.
He might just be playing archers.
Oh, there's
a hunter's hall, however, which was scouted. And LawLiet on his way to tier 2. Early shop for him. Wants to go for some clarities, I imagine.
No Hunter's Hall yet.
Yeah.
Is he playing Hippo Riders?
I mean, why not? Try it out.
I mean, against Hunts and Glaives, it's pretty good if you hit a timing well.
Entangle finds the hunters, but there's the wisp. LawLiet instantly, or Foggy rather, in position. LawLiet can't get that kill. More wisps are close by. But the Keeper does have lots of mana here.
You can entangle quite a bit, and if every entangle forces a wisp, that is good resources. So far, nothing extraordinary happening. LawLiet is waiting for the tech to finish. It's another engine of war. Okay, mass archers.
It could be, I guess. Like old school 1.30 style mass archers and alchemist keeper.
But Remo, do you forget the archer nerve, archer nerve, archer nerve?
How could I forget about that one? 5 HP reduced. Oh my goodness, how he changed everything.
Ah, good old insult, man. Okay, Naga second. Decent pick at all stages. And yeah, Foggy not level 2 here this time. Also not the highest number of supply. His tree is walking over. And archers are not that great in killing buildings.
Even with a pendant, he can have possibly tons and tons of mana here to use. Foggy will once again have to be very diligent with the wisp, because otherwise these hunts could be in serious trouble. This push is looking a little scary.
Oh yeah. It would be nice for LawLiet to at least get the second point. What's the building? Lore. Okay, so no Hippo Riders. But a lot of archers coming in. Let's see how these hunts deal against them. Ah, Shadow Melt. Reveal though. Oh boy, this could be horrible for Foggy.
One hunter is going down, another entangle comes in. We saw some detonates before, but this Hunter's certainly gonna die. But now we have the Dark Ranger, and that is gonna be very effective against these archers.
Yo,
one
skeleton
goes down, turned into a skeleton right away, and more deaths coming. And LawLiet is continuing to have a rough time.
Yeah, really cool response by Foggy, though, going for the Dark Ranger. I mean, it's nothing super extraordinary that the world hasn't seen ever. But moving away from the norm here as well. For a reason, we have 2 skeletons now up. Helps in the defense. And was this already an all-in? Like, LawLiet is not pushing to tier 3, if I'm not mistaken.
He's on tier 2 over here. Glaives coming and Dryads. Both of which are pretty good against Huntresses. Maybe Foggy should transition into Archers at this point.
Should be easily doable, right? With the double engine of war. Super cheap as well. Looks like he's in control, though. Doesn't look like he's getting nervous or breaking a sweat or anything. You know, so I'm getting my expo up, I'm getting my wars up, and then I at some point will win this game somehow.
And the great thing also with the Dark Ranger now is he can creep really well. With the green camps in the middle, you can easily take those out and get some skeletons to keep creeping perhaps some bigger camps as LawLiet is going for the lab. Hoping for the big find here. What would be the best thing? I guess Flute of Accuracy. But he's gonna have to push here soon against his expo.
Dryads and Glaives is also a little bit of a unique combo. But yeah, for him, this match doesn't mean much. And why not go for it? It is the right counter to what Foggy brings to the table. Sobi Mask, Pendant, Mantle. Not the worst item at this point.
Yeah, in the very beginning it wasn't that great, but the items didn't remain his enemy here for the mid and late game. This is exceptional keeper items, honestly. Would love to see clarity for him as well, but LawLiet not gonna go for this. Scroll of the Beast, by the way, for Foggy. Hallelujah. And we see the archer transition starting to come in. More archers on their way also. Improved bows upgrade. LawLiet has 4 glaives and a zeppelin.
Yep.
That is certainly quite powerful against buildings. Maybe he can snipe this expansion somehow.
Okay, Zeppelin drop is inbound. Foggy can respond with the town portal. Also has a scroll of the beast, which is really good if LawLiet has no wisp here. Mass repair coming in. Will he take down a building? Foggy's reaction time is superb so far.
AP goes down, but the Tree of Life remains standing. Ooh, Zeppelin taking a lot of damage! Ooh, 2 more hits or so, and it's gonna be dead. Zeppelin is not as fast as the Potom. Ooh, the archers came out of the Ancient of War. Oh boy.
Yep! I was thinking the same. It does do some damage to the rest of the army. LawLiet switching the target to the main. And this is getting hard for Foggy to respond to now. But I guess he just has to deal with the Zeppelin, and then it's fine.
Yeah, I think the mass archer choice is absolutely the right one. Just pump mass archers out now endlessly. And you can just leave 3 or 4 in the main to snipe that Zeppelin, to deal with the glaives. It's gonna lose a few archers here and there to entangle. This Sobi Mask is really, really nice.
Dude, if you have an expansion, you can lose 1,000,000 archers and it doesn't really do too much. Except the experience they give, but also not too many. Alright then. The double arrow by Potom and Dark Ranger is so good. Level 4 and 3 for LawLiet. More focus fire on the glaives and the Zeppelin. Now that's gone. Keeper is in trouble. Heal scroll against him. Still has the TP and the Invo Potion. Nice dodge. LawLiet showing why he's in this tournament. He has great skills. No one doubts that. But that didn't work, and that was a big all-in.
Yeah, even got a second Zeppelin there to keep his glaive safe, but both Zeppelins were lost. Those are pretty expensive. Lumber now. The only issue for Foggy remaining, it seems, his lumber count is rather low, but the expansion is still mining. He's still got lots of archers in the mix, and he doesn't really need anything other than archers. He got the Potom almost level 4, and he got the Dark Ranger almost level 3, which will be a big level up as well.
Yeah, Archer's usually susceptible to AoE, but Fort Lightning only hits 3 targets, so it's not the end of the world if 3 Archers go down. That is 400 gold or something. Yeah, It's only level 2 at the moment, so not super crucial. Foggy's heal scroll timings are great. Dark Ranger level 2, the black arrow damage increases, and the skeletons become stronger. Level 4 on the bottom as well. Man, the damage is getting nuts.
Foggy with very early attack here. He could have waited for a bigger army and built a stronger archer backline, but he's fighting into this. Heal scroll and double hit scroll and invul potion here helped him out quite a bit to keep him in trouble now. Gonna have to run away from the moon wells, but the last hit comes in. He's gonna go down. Keeper hits the deck, and that should be the end.
Unbelievable. Foggy wins Group D. There's no real doubt about that. Who's gonna win this map? LawLiet 27 supply. Half the supply of Foggy. As it is really, really heartbreaking. GG, what a performance by Foggy. Unbelievable. First place, top seed in the playoffs. Well deserved, well prepared, well executed. Harry Potter is here, bringing the magic to the Gold League.
Our Ukrainian boy does it again. Foggy first place, Chemiko first place, Colorful first place. We now know the first place finishers in 3 of our groups. Only one remaining is going to be Group A to see later between Moon, Focus, and, well, not Fortitude. He's certainly not going to get first, but Moon or Focus will be the choice there. And yeah, Foggy. Great performance by him. Not beaten yet, only dropping a single map. That was against 120. And 120, he's going to have to beat now 15 Sway to make it through. In second place, it's going to be between the Undead and 15 Sway. Who's going to be playing either Night Elf or Human. Only 19 years old, the young kid, 15 Sway. If he should make it out of this group of death as well, that would be also amazing for him.
True that. One map is all it takes. Highlights again here. Nice little Night Elf mirror on the best of two very different strategies. At least LawLiet gave us a show, even though he's out already. He wasn't giving this match up or something. I guess 120 would have been a little mad then, fighting for the group stage still. But no, this could have worked easily. But Foggy's Dark Ranger response, absolute key to this matchup.
Yeah, the Archer transition was smart. Dryads and Glaives are both really good against Huntresses, but what counters both of them at the same time is Archers. So the move back into Archers was wonderful. Here in that hole, some detonates coming in, taking out the Treants, and it was just so many Archers coming in time and time again. The Glaives, they do AoE, but honestly, the AoE damage against the medium armor of the Archers is really low. Hardly a good counter. In fact, not a good counter at all. Here, Foggy went into the fight with not too many Archers, only a very slight supply lead, but that double heal scroll and the invul potion popped right there to get out of the entangle, changed everything.
So
now the question is, who's he gonna face? Who's he gonna face in the playoffs? How far can Foggy go? Can he make it to the semis? Can he make it to the grand final again, where he has been 2 times already?
a possible opponent now is Lin. And Moon.
Yeah.
Sick round of 8 coming up, and Moon is fighting for his playoffs as well. In the next match coming up, he needs a map over Focus, and then he could still do it. He could, if I'm not mistaken, also knock Focus off of the top position with a 2-0 here. So it's not only about survival, it's also about winning Group A.
Yes, absolutely. You pointed out perfectly. A win will get him into first place, a draw will get him into second place, and a loss would force the first tiebreaker. Fortitude right now hoping that Focus is going to play the game of his life, because if Focus 2-0s Moon, then Fortitude is still going to have a chance and would have to play a tiebreaker against Moon. And by the way, these tiebreakers will be best of 1 only, so again, they're doubling down on the relevance of every single map, which is pretty extreme, but you know what? I love it.
It's pretty exciting, if you ask me. I love excitement. And yeah, you played yourself into a position to this tiebreaker. If you played better before, you dodged the tiebreakers, right? So just do better and you won't end up in this situation. That is my take, a little rough take on it, but that's what it is. We don't have an interview right here, but yeah, Foggy certainly very, very happy. The winner of the next match, or the loser of the next match actually, could be one of his opponents in the quarterfinal. Lin is a possible opponent, Sok or Soin, or Focus, Moon, Fortitude. And we will conclude Group A next after a little break here for the Gold League, after showing the bracket once again. So Colorful qualified, Focus qualified, Chemico and Lin qualified, and Foggy qualified, with LawLiet, PCG, Linguagua, and Alice out of the picture. It's up between Moon and Fortitude now, who advances. It's up between Focus and Moon, who wins Group A. And between Soen and Sok, it will be about elimination later tonight, while 15 Sway and 120 in Group D will be fighting for the playoffs there as well. That's the total group stage picture in this wonderful best of 2 round robin system.
As you better stay tuned, we have lots of exciting games and decisions still coming up. Moon versus Focus is going to be a great game right there. They have had so many encounters before. One of their most epic ones was back in DreamHack Anaheim 1.5 years ago. Back then Moon looked super dominating, but things have gotten much more even. Focus is looking really strong, and this should give us a great match.
Absolutely, and great support is coming in from Zeronimo. 6-month resub. Congrats to your new sub badge, my mate. We also have a Patreon, by the way, in case you're not familiar with that. We give you a couple of perks if you give us money. There's 6 different tiers. 5 of them are still available, as the one big one is, of course, reserved for Knubberquakes, the absolute golden goat. We release podcasts early there, movie and musy recommendations, replay analysis, coaching, special Discord channels, and more. Check it out. Patreon.com/Back to Warcraft. We are back with the third match of the day in a little bit. It's Focus vs. Moon.